All right, 6.5, linear inequalities, day 2. So here's what we talked about a little bit yesterday. It's a little review. It says when a line is in slope-intercept form, you can quickly determine whether to shade above or below by looking at these. So shade above if the line is greater than, if it says y equals greater than, excuse me, start again. Shade above the line if its y is greater than or equal to, and shade below the line if the line is y is less than or equal to. So that's the general rule. We talked about it yesterday. Let's do a couple of quick just as a review. So remember, in order to graph, we first have to solve for y. So this one, we would just add the 2x and don't make monkey pines. So we get y is greater than or equal to 2x. Positive 3 here, so it stays positive, so 2x plus 3. And if I want to graph that, again, starting point is at 3, and 2 has a slope of 2, so up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And it's a greater than or equal, so I know my line is solid. And it's greater than, so I shade above the line. All right, next one. Again, I have to solve and get y by itself. So I subtract the x to the other side. I get 3y is less than negative x plus 15. And to divide, to get y by itself, I have to divide by 3. And you get y is less than negative 1/3 x plus 5. So start up at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then negative. So down 1, right 1, 2, 3. Down 1, right 1, 2, 3. And it's just less than, so it's a dotted line because it's not or equals to. Arrows on the ends. And y is everything less than that. So less than is under the line. You guys give this one a try. I'm going to move on to writing an inequality from a graph. So if I were going to write this line, again, we did this last chapter. I look where the intersection is. I find 2 that go exactly through points. It looks like it goes through that point and that point. So I can look at this graph and get the slope. I know it's up 2 over 1. So my slope is a positive 2. And I know the y-intercept is 1. So I'm going to write, if I were going to write an equation, it'd be y equals, but I'm going to leave a little blank y something. My slope was 2x plus 1. And it looks like it's shaded under the line. So its y is less than. And they used a solid line, so it's less than or equals to. Y is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. This one, again, I am going to find 2 spots where it goes through exactly. Looks like there and here. So draw my slope triangle. I drop down 1 and then right 3. So down 1 is negative, right 3 is positive. So that's my slope. And it intercepts my y at positive 1. So again, y something, negative 1/3 x plus 1. And here it's shaded above the line, so it's going to be greater than. And since it's a solid line, it's greater than or equal to. The next one here, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Everywhere on this line, x equals 3. So I know x doesn't equal 3, but x something 3. I'm going to look, it's a dotted line, and everything shaded is smaller than 3. So x is less than 3, and I'm not going to put the equal to because it's a dotted line. So that's just x is less than 3. Okay, so let's look at these. Here again, my y-intercept, which is b in my equation, is negative 1. And it looks like my slope is, let's say it goes right through there. So up 1 over 2, both in the positive direction. So my slope is up 1, rise over run 2. So I'm going to write that y blank 1/2 x minus 1. And then I look, everything is shaded below, so it's going to be less than. And it's a dotted line, so it's not going to be or equal to, it's just going to be less than. And this one, we start down here at -3, so b is -3. And my slope looks like the next place I go through that I see is right there. So that's a rise of 1, 2, 3, and a run of 2, both in the positive direction. So let's write it. We have y something 3/2 x minus 3. I look at shaded above that line, so it's going to be greater than. And since it's a dotted line, it's not or equals to. So it's just y is greater than 3/2 x minus 3. That's all she wrote.